away, actually, we'll put up probably the big thing that people will want to see this morning. This is coming from Frankie de Jong. He played for the Dutch last night, and this is what he had to say after the game. The reporter said, "Are you leaving the beaches of Catalonia to the cold of Manchester?" He laughed and said, "No, I can't say anything." Now, actually, the context is actually in the delivery and the smile on the face. It wasn't somebody who looked desperately sad that he might be leaving Barcelona. It wasn't somebody that was definitely saying he's leaving Barcelona. I think it was just basically Frankie de Jong in a situation where he knows Manchester United wants him. He knows Barcelona are looking to sell him. And he's somebody who just doesn't want to say anything about it at the moment. I think we're all experts in our own bedrooms of how we can read situations. I was just saying in a chat group there that people are saying that Barcelona have agreed a transfer with Manchester United, and I'm like, I get as frustrated as other people do in the transfer window. For me, a transfer is very logical. You agree a deal with the player, you agree a deal with the club, you officially announce it. How can we have agreed a transfer with Barcelona when we've not agreed a fee? It's like me agreeing to sell my car to somebody and then they don't pay the fee I want. Well, I'll sell it to you, but you've got to give me the price. Well, I don't want to give you the price, but you're not having the car then. We haven't agreed a deal or a transfer with Barcelona until we agree the fee. We will get there, but people are just like, well, we've agreed to deal with Barcelona. We've agreed personal terms. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. And that is why, with yet more dividends scheduled to be taken away with the lack of activity in the window so far, could this be the final nail in the coffin of the Glazers, says Harry. Look, there's a lot to get into this morning. And I think that, but one of the things I do want to say about this is, and I think it comes in from Mr. Bates, I nearly said something completely wrong. Thank God he's a Mister. I think that the best thing for me to put up on screen here is a story that's coming in from Simon Bates, I think it is, from The People, who is saying that Ten Hag doesn't want to be left waiting all summer for Frankie de Jong, only to be let down and find his new season plans in turmoil, and if agreement with Barcelona and the player can't be reached. And I think this is really important to state this morning, because my concern with Manchester United is that are we all eggs in one basket with Frankie de Jong? I've seen this morning that Liverpool are looking to buy an Aberdeen player called Ramsey. We know that Man City are working, Chelsea are working, Spurs are working on multiple deals at once. Spurs, Richarlison and Spence are two I know they're working on. Liverpool, we know they're working on two. Man City are working on two or three. Chelsea are working on 3 or 4. What we're working on one, actually, Frankie de Jong. We believe we're working on Timber, but it has gone quiet. Anthony, I think, will start to happen. But I think the concern I have with Manchester United, and I'm hoping I'm going to be completely wrong on this, is that are Manchester United just focusing on Frankie de Jong like we have done in the past with other signings? We get Frankie de Jong and we go, oh, look at us, we're great. And I go back to the summer. We didn't get Sancho, but all summer it was about Sancho, and then we didn't get Sancho, and we ended up panicking and getting Ahmad and Pellistri and Cavani and tried to rescue what was a really bad summer because we'd spent all summer on Sancho. But even if we'd got Sancho, why spending all summer on one signing when we need 4 or 5? This is a little bit of a concern for me, because 2 weeks tomorrow we're back in training, and that's 2 weeks might be as long as it takes to get this de Jong deal over the line. And then we know what will happen with United. As soon as we get de Jong signed, it will be 2 weeks of social media. So I think we will get de Jong. I'm not going to change my mind on that. But before I move through the rest of the news, I am a little bit concerned about, are the club just like, yeah, when we get de Jong, the world's going to love us. We're great. We've done it. Yeah, high five, John. High five, Darren. And that's it. And I'm like, I suppose the best way of explaining it would be, what worries me about Manchester United in the transfer window is, if you think about the transfer window as trying to win a gold medal at the Olympics in the swimming pool, and Liverpool and Man City and everyone else jumps in and they swim 10 lengths and they're trying to do it the quickest to win a gold medal, United are just happy if they jump in and don't drown. Look at us, we've jumped in, Ma. I've not drowned. Look, I'm swimming to the other side. I've made it. Everyone else has already done 10 laps. Yeah, but I've not drowned. Frankie de Jong, look, Frankie de Jong, that's not how you win a transfer window. You've got to go and get Frankie de Jong, Timber, Sangari and Anthony. And you've got to do it quickly so that the new manager can implement them into the team. And that is my concern a little bit, is that we don't seem to be progressing any deal. Even the Nunez deal, which we were in for, we weren't going to progress that deal as quick as Liverpool have. That felt like that was, well, let's see what happens with Frankie de Jong. I've got to be honest, I don't want to be negative. I don't think anyone wants to be negative, but I've got to be honest. I feel like United are slow again. I feel like we're just working slow again, and that is a concern. Morning, Mark. With the coming change in 5 subs, do you think this will help players who we have previously been a bit leggy, says Stephen Atkins? So I think it's an interesting thing, Stephen, but it's probably something for the start of the season. I mean, at the end of the day, what's the point in us speculating or talking about 5 subs? It will be an advantage for teams like Man City and Chelsea and other teams that have got ridiculously good quality on their benches. We don't have ridiculously good quality depth in our first 11, so transfers is massive for that. Liam, welcome to the members club. Thank you. So let's move through some of the news then. I just want to, so basically Ten Hag goes on to say Ten Hag wants to know if a deal for Frenkie de Jong can be done by the end of next week, otherwise he will switch targets. We are looking at a big week ahead for Manchester United, of course we are. It's we can't just keep going into each week saying, well, nothing will happen. International break ends on Tuesday, and really, what are we going to do then for 2 weeks? Oh, it'll happen in a bit because the players have got to go on holiday. And then suddenly we're going on tour. Oh, it'll happen when we get back on tour. And then suddenly we're starting the season. Oh, it's not going to happen. So it has got to start happening quick. I agree that the international break has not helped a lot of clubs on transfers. But you can still speak to agents, you can still speak to clubs. They're not on international duty. Barcelona and Ajax are not on international duty. So things should have moved a little bit quicker than they have done. We've already been embarrassed by Darwin Núñez. I believe we will get Frenkie de Jong over the line, but I think Erik ten Hag has to share the concerns of you, the fan, that he's got to be sort of saying to the club, I want 4 or 5 signings. I've got nothing. In 2 weeks, I'm back training. Now, some of these players I want are on international duty, so they won't be back for 3 weeks anyway, but I want to know they're coming in. I want to be sending them training plans when they're on holiday so that they know what they're coming back to. It's not like that. I mean, we don't live in a world where you sign a player in mid-June and say, I'll see you on the 6th of July when you've had a 3-week break, and then they come in and you're like, yeah, the rest of the team's been training for a week. So football is so fine margins now that if we did sign de Jong and he was on holiday for 3 weeks, Erik ten Hag would be sending him a fitness plan to say, look, this is what we're doing on the first week back. Up to you, but if you want to hit the ground running, you might want to be doing a bit of this while you're on your holidays, because at the end of the day, the days of footballers having a couple of weeks off and just going out on the piss for 2 weeks and not doing anything is gone. I mean, this is one of the things I find funny when you see the pictures of McTominay and Dan James over previous years and Rashford and Wan-Bissaka doing their weights and Lingard. It's like, you're professional footballers. I mean, what I don't expect you to be putting on Instagram. You're tucking into an all-you-can-eat buffet with your 10th pint of lager. I mean, you are professional athletes. Just because you're on holiday for 3 weeks, that's basically a rest from playing football. You should still be going down the gym for a couple of hours a day to keep yourself ready. And yet we fall into this trap of, oh, look at them, they're working hard while they're on holiday. What, a couple of minutes of Instagram reels of them lifting a few weights? That's what they should be doing anyway. So these things are really important for the preparation of Erik ten Hag and what he wants to do.